Hey guys, what's up? This is XCaliber, and I am here with XCaliber's Anvil build series. No idea what the session is. Way too many sessions to even think about, but what's going on, guys? And I can see that this is still messed up. I had this problem on my last stream. I don't understand what's going on here. Bear with me for a second here. Let's fix this. Oh. 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 For some reason, it is showing. Hey, what's up, crazy? Yeah, for some reason, it's showing zoomed in here like this. I don't know why it's doing this all of a sudden. Weird. Hey, Schooner, what's going on, man? Play one. Oh, whoop. Wait, what? Oh man. Uh. Uh. I don't know what I did. Oh my god, I've done something crazy here. Play two. Yeah, no. There we go. Close that. Yeah, I don't know why this is zooming in. Are you guys seeing it zoomed in? What about you? Are you seeing it zoomed in there on the stream, Draconis?
Um, yeah. Like the last thing I can see at the bottom of the screen of the configure signal logic area is the 4x NOR, but it's only like half cut off. Everything below that is off the screen.
All right.
Check I'll say check the options for resolution.
No, it's an OBS thing, but
Maybe something got changed in OBS when you were trying to change the settings for the other game you were playing. I can't see that OBS would pick up on that, but well, that at least fixed the well, not really.
yeah. Hold on.
You'll need to move that one back.
Oh,
this is in the middle of the screen.
This is so awesome. Scale the window. Hey, Pug, what's up?
Evening, everyone. Santa, Gooner, Pug, all those still lurking in chat that haven't said hi yet. There's Apache Wraith. That looks a little better. Still can't see all the screen, but it's better.
Oh, it's so weird. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh,
trying to
now
force.
I can see all of it.
Yeah.
Really small. Oh, and you're back to where you're at.
Yeah. Hold on. Match title. No. Wow, this is so messed up.
I know, Scooter. That's what I was saying. I was saying hi to everybody that was in chat currently, but was also saying and hi to everybody else that was still lurking in chat. How's everyone doing tonight? Ah, okay. Good, because it needed a reset. Well, not a reset, but a restart. Whatever. The 5-minute warning.
Oh, this is crazy. All right.
Between the last 5-minute warning and this one, it was just all kinds of glitchiness. I figured I'd keep the masses entertained while you tried to figure out the game screen.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Patchy says he's doing good. He says he's got a beer in hand, laughing out loud.
Nice.
I'm surprised you're able to make those changes without having to restart the stream. Because 9 times out of 10, you got to stop the stream to make those changes.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost had it there for a second earlier before it went real small.
Okay, hold on. Oh, that's just the overlay. Oh, it's not the overlay. I want to mess. Oh, I kind of get it now. Hold on. Okay, I see what's going on here.
So you need to put your overlay back. Your cup is. That's looking better. Okay, now you need to scale it up just a little bit.
There we go. Yeah, we're good. Oh, wow.
There you go. Bingo.
Fun with OBS, guys. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Again, we are in XCaliber's Anvil build series, and we are currently... I'm doing a couple things here. I'm cleaning up some messes. Let's put it that way. So, if you guys catch my Shattered Realm content, I've been doing the... I've been playing with the box cutter. Maybe you haven't even really seen too much of that yet. I've been doing some off-camera stuff in Shattered Realm. But anyway, I'm playing with the box cutter, and I'm, you know, it's always good when you build something to literally play with it in a survival game, because the first 10 minutes of playing with it, I noticed 3 or 4 things that were wrong with it. So, you know, we're fixing those right now. So I noticed that I didn't have lighting in it. I noticed I didn't have an inner lever to actually close the doors. There's one other thing that I'm not remembering, so we're going to look at it real quick.
You know, it might have helped if you made notes.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, mental notes don't work.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, so
then you end up forgetting that one thing, which you've just done.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! I hate it when I press the wrong button. All right.
So this is in your creative build, and we're messing with signal logic.
Yep. All right, so I'm just doing the inner lighting here, so that's fine. All right, so that is going to.
You might want to bring the box. Is that supposed to be like for the interior of the cargo area? You know, once you step through the door?
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, you may want to lower the top of the red box and raise the bottom of the red box so it's not extended past the ship.
No, I mean, I like it to turn on before I even get in there, to be honest.
No. I'm talking about the top and the... Oh, wait a minute. You have an access hatch on the top?
Yep.
Okay, then the top is fine. The bottom, however, the red sensor box is going below the ship. And if you don't have an access point under the ship right there, then anything can trigger it.
Yeah, that's fine. If I'm doing work under, it would actually be lit for me, because the lighting would extend beyond that.
Depending on how bright you have the lights.
Mm-hmm.
If they're set to like 1 meter, or, 1 intensity with like 5 meters, you're not going to see much under the ship.
Yeah, that's
but
cool.
If it's set to like 4 intensity at like 10 meters or something like that, then yeah, it would light it up. Two and 10, probably.
All right, so we're good with that one. There's one other thing I can't remember. I'll remember later, but yeah, this thing's just about. I was gonna put it on the workshop today, but I didn't get around to doing all that's involved in doing that, to be honest, which is it's a lot of work, like graphic work and actually writing up the description, doing all that stuff, and yeah. So we got a lot to put on the workshop. We got to put this on the workshop. We got to put this on the workshop, which I'm not even quite done with. This is the March Designer Showcase, so it's done, but it could use some more love, so might mess around with that a little bit before next Saturday. This is the premium build for Shattered Realm that I still haven't colored yet, so I did give this to the to XBC. So my subgroup, any of you guys in the subgroup, That's any of the Patreon supporters or any of the Twitch subscribers. You guys have that in the Blade Collective chat to mess around with. You could paint it, you could do whatever the hell you want with it, but you could tear it down and reverse engineer it if you want, whatever. But it's there for you to mess with. So, and if you recall, that's the one with the 12 HV drills, 6 CV drills, 2 furnaces, deconstructor, constructor, small constructors, multi-turret for CV and HV. It's got all CV thrusters, generators, tier 2, everything. This thing is ridiculous. What's up, Santa? What's up, Apache? How's it going, Talazar? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it is missing an ATM, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get away with that. So the other things we were messing with is the Kydex here. So we're slowly working the Kydex out, and what I've been working on this weekend on my off time is the Spaith, because I do want to get this out pretty quick here. So this might go out by this week here. So I've been doing some painting on it. I've been doing some fixing and some shaping. I did some extra shaping, kind of revised it. I did this cool kind of like overhead thing on it here. We reshaped some of this here, cleaned up some of this, cleaned up a lot underneath. We added some sentry turrets underneath here. Did some yeah, it did a lot of work on it. I changed the nose completely, so I don't know if you know the old Spaith, but we've reshaped the front to where it looks a bit better, I think. It's got some more function. I added thrust, you know, downward thrust to excessive downward thrust, so we'll actually set these to max thrust, but it's got a lot more lift, so you know we're able to carry a lot more if need be, because this thing can in fact hold the Matic heavy assault tank or anything lower than that. Obviously it's a level 10, you're probably not going to use it for the Matic. You'll use it for smaller vessels like the box cutter, like the auger. It'll fit several of those in here just fine. And again, you've got your 10 grow plots. You got everything you could need for production and medical, and it's got a good size 143,000 cargo box. It's got extra boxes here for your other stuff, and we've got this cool little walkway to get out, which is pretty cool. I just have to texture that, but that comes out on the bottom there, so that's a new feature with the Spaith. Yeah, so I think this will be a really good little level 10 option for a starter CV. You know, I mean, it has the ability to grow food. It has, you know, you could really live in this. A minimalist could even use this in endgame if you upgrade it to the combat steel and everything. And I did give it enough thrust to survive that upgrade. So, yeah, we're working on that. We're working on the Kydex, of course. Just a little refresher here. You know, drastic changes on the Kydex Mark II. We're reshaping everything. We still have some work to do in the back, but we've completely reshaped the sides. We've cut down the wings a lot, made it a little more streamlined. We've added that kind of flat hook on this too, which I think looks really cool. We've completely redone the front of it, the nose and everything. All the shapes kind of match up a little bit more, but it still has that
It's looking sleek.
Yeah, it still has the contours and everything. We're still messing with the landing gears, so I still got to do some stuff to make that look better. But the sides here are looking a lot better. If you go in, we've done some work here. Cleaned up. We've cleaned up the grow plots and everything. We cleaned up a lot of it. Added some more even. Added some more function. We've got the big drop going out here, so we've added that. And if you recall, we redid this completely. We've added we've given this 452 volume cargo extension system. So there's 4 of those in total, and there's still an ore and wood of 40 as well as an ammo. So there's, yeah, a lot of function here. Small constructors in here. And if you come into here, we were working on, you know, we've got the bedroom here so you can sleep in your single player. We've got the med area here, the food production area. And we did some cool stuff with the engine room. Bathroom and toilet, bridge. So, you know, it's still got that kind of solo minimalist feel. But you know, it's got enough here where, you know, it does have some RP value. Got your engine room here with your nice big tier 2 generator, which you'll be able to show off. And yeah, so I think this is coming along. I mean, a lot of texture work to do, a lot more shaping to do. I want to take my time with this and make this thing, you know, I want to use this thing in game. And, you know, I want this to be my one end game CV that I could just, you know, progress in the game with, and it can kind of do a little bit of everything for me. So that's what that's going to be.
Chad is basically saying that he goes, I'm gutted right now. I've been working on a CV for the past week, but unfortunately, it's not suitable for the challenge.
Oh, no, I hear you. I mean, you know, and when I do these challenges, I have no idea what people are presently working on. As you can see, I'm always working on several different things, right? So the only thing I would say is, you know, don't be gutted. Don't be overwhelmed. Remember, I mean, what I try to tell people when you're building.
You're muted.
I just muted for you, not for the stream. Yeah, so if I don't key up in Discord, it's because of my button, but it's still in the stream. But yeah, so I mean, you know, build the function first. For the challenge, and I do need to make a video. I didn't get around to being able to make a video describing what I need. But make a, you know, you need to make something that is, you could land it right next to a POI, and it could take a lot of damage, and it could also take out a POI with all the cannon turrets. And then, you know, give it some function, you know, allow a tank to come out of it from the back maybe, and hit the POI as the CV's defending it, and you know, just be creative. I'm trying not to give it too much structure. I want people to kind of like come up with some different things, but I wanted to solve the issue of, you know, so far we've solved the SV cargo issue. We've solved the salvage POI issue, where you can take a tank in, defeat a POI, and then salvage it without having to have a CV there. But now I want the opposite. I want you to be able to bring a CV, park it at a POI, and you have that tetherable option for any of your HVs. So if you bring a little rinky-dink multi-turret HV out, you could salvage it and tether to the CV because it's within 100 meters. If you go into the POI and you know, you're attacking the 0x in there and you're coring the base, you'll have the CV there as a backup. So, you know, if your meds are in there, if you're crafting new meds, if you're crafting food, if you're moving stuff from boxes directly to your CV, it's there and it's defending you while you're negotiating the POI. So I'm trying to give the CV an alternate function that isn't used too much in the game, because, you know, people look at it and they go, oh, okay, you know, it's mainly for orbital, it's mainly for moving stuff, but you know, you get, let's see here, you get I think 12 projectile, yeah, you get a maximum amount of 12 projectile turrets, and you can use the sentry guns. So that's 20 turrets, 20 turrets of firepower that can be used on planet on a CV. So if you make something small enough with the right distribution of turrets, be it broadside, you know, whatever. I mean, yeah, I feel like you could take out a POI with that, and we'll test it. We're gonna build it right here, and I think I'm gonna start it right freaking now. So I want to give you guys an idea as to what, you know, roughly I'm looking for here. Let us begin. We're gonna grab the foundation here, because I had to unsubscribe from everything in order to get all the challenge builds in. And by doing that, I've even unsubscribed from Jay Randall's original version of this. So I have to re-get it. But for now, we'll just use the one that I updated for the challenge, and I'll just take this little guy out. Hey Jet, what's up, man? Also, if you guys didn't get a chance, I just finished a stream on Mixer and YouTube for the new game Satisfactory, which is pretty cool, man. We just started playing it, and we got little ways. It was cool. You know, really fun game. You know, looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's on Mixer and YouTube, so you can see the footage on either. If you're not a part of Mixer, you could join up and you know, follow my channel. I do non-Empyrion content is going to be on there, so definitely check that out. All right, so we're gonna grab a CV block. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna grab some combat steel. It's gonna be all combat steel, and we're gonna grab that's kind of it. Let's be honest, that's kind of it. What's going on with SR General Chat? What's going on, Schooner? What's in what are you talking about? What's in SR General Chat? Let us know. Alright, so we're gonna spawn the Matic because it's kind of probably the biggest thing I'm gonna have. Biggest thing I'm gonna have to carry, and as you can see, I mean, it fits it fine. I still have room for miners and stuff, so this is about as big as I'd want to make it. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna test the hangar door, because you know, you want to conform to that. Let's grab a hangar door off the bat here. Nine by 5, 10 by 5. Now, you know, this door to me always looks kind of goofy, right? But I love how tall it is, especially with HVs. It's a damn problem with HVs, so I don't mind having that. And we're gonna try to use that. Now, I did. So this is where I have to think. Do I? So I obviously don't want it to open and close on both sides. That's not what I want here. I want one side to be fully defensive and just crazy armored, and then I want the other side giving me the ability to bring stuff in and out. So I'm thinking that we're gonna do something asymmetrical here, which to me is kind of exciting. I think I definitely want to do that now. Yeah, because I don't want to have the bridge you know, I don't want you to be hit from being on the bridge. I do want it to make it look like a ship. I want to give it some RP feel, so I don't want it to just be a block that you drop down. I mean, I want it to have some character. So we'll have a bridge. We'll have hardcore broadside on the starboard. On the port will be the dismount of fighter vessels and stuff. So let's do that. And you know what I'm even thinking, which is a little crazy, is I might want to go vertical with this. We might do a second hangar above for an SV. You know, that way you don't have to put an SV on top. You know, that would be, you know, in danger of getting attacked or whatever. So, yeah, I'm kind of liking this idea. Yeah, I think we might go nuts. Now with a vertical, you know, it's a little dangerous as well because the higher it is, the easier it is for it to tip over and for you not to be able to land it correctly. So we don't want it to be too big, but you know, I don't even want it to be nearly as big as the Crucible. I want to try to make it as small as possible, but you know, at the same time, we want to give it the function that it needs. So we're gonna go ahead and so you can see here, right? Like this is some pretty wasted space because the Maddox here, this thing, all this right here is just extra blocks that aren't even necessary. I'm thinking, but then it's so nice to be able to get in and out of something without having that third person problem. So we might, I don't know. Let's see what we come up with here. Okay, now this is a problem right off the bat. I don't like this. I don't like not being in the center of it. That drives me freaking nuts. So we might, yeah, we might not do this door.
XCal, how big did you say that door was?
Hold on. Yeah, this is the 10 by 9. So the next one is too big. We got 10 by 5. So the 10 by 5. I mean, you can get in and out with the 10 by 5, but it sucks. It's not fun. I don't want to do that either. Let's do the bigger ones.
What's the one up from the 5x3?
You mean the 10 by 9?
No. I think there's one that's the 5x3.
I don't want to go that small. 6
No,
by 3?
I understand.
Oh, I don't want to do the sideways thing either.
Oh, okay.
Because it'll
Never
leave
mind
the
then.
hole, yeah.
So if you did two of them sideways, you'd have it 6 tall by 6 wide. It'd be a perfect square.
Yeah, I hate when it creates that dip though. That's hard to get in and out of, like you fall in it and stuff.
I got you.
Alright, so we're good there. Let's get over. Alright, cool. So 2's good. 2's a lot of hit points. That's like 4,000 hit points. And that's not going to be the focus of attention, right? You're going to be parking with that against the... Alright, so now we need to figure this out. So this is enough room here to close this down here. Actually, no. Keep it odd. Alright, so that's the hangar bay. So now we need to figure out how we're gonna place these turrets. That's the most important thing right now, is how do we make this broadside protected and give us enough Alright, Dragon. Alright, so I guess that's enough room there. Let's So I don't want to do, I want to try to avoid doing side turrets. Side turrets only have so much function. You know, let's grab some turrets and pop this. Let's look at the turrets first. So we have cannon turrets, right? Let's compare the hit points. So 3450, 3450, same hit points. Damage 700. Minigun turrets damage 350. Rate of fire is 300 rounds per minute. Rate of fire is 100. So 300 rounds at 350 is more damage than yeah, I mean, it's more damage.
Yeah, you're looking at 70,000 versus 105,000.
Yeah, I mean, the rotation speed is slower on this. Not by much, though. Current range 223 versus 244. Max range 875 versus 785. Not much difference. You know, we're parking this thing within 100 meters of the POI, so the range isn't a big deal. Yeah, reload time 2 seconds, 4 seconds. Longer reload time with this. So it might make more sense to do straight up minigun turrets. Yeah, I mean, just hitting, you know, hitting him with more firepower. 12, you know, yeah, I think it's minigun turrets all the way. So
not to mention the magazine size.
Yeah. So now my whole thing is making this thing not look stupid as hell. So that's the mission now. Got some background noise there, Draconis. So it makes sense to have some upside down because it's got a good arc of a depression. You can have it. Complete bottom turrets with side personnel. My thing is, how do we? It's a shaping thing. I want to make sure these things are protected. Let's just try. Let's just put it out and see where it. Oh, we're gonna have to go out of making something asymmetrical. We can't use symmetry. again. That's half of what I can put on this thing, right? Yeah. Let's so these will take care of what's around here. But so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still have 2 more. We still have 2 more, so we can put 2 more in the rear to kind of protect the rear, and then we still have sentry turrets. So sentry turrets can go kind of lower the bottom part there to kind of protect us from any foot traffic that escapes the minigun turrets. All I'm doing right now is filling in the obvious blocks here to prevent chain reaction. Alright, so now Shattered Realm is good again, everyone. Yeah, Draconis, you gotta go in there and give Sig some crap. Okay, so we're gonna bring these on the side closer because they don't really have any line. There we go. So, you know, we have to cover all these, right? So that's fine that they're that forward. Now, of course, these we still have to figure out the shaping of this because it still eludes me a bit here. Because now these bottom ones, you know, we obviously can't cover their path of fire. So those might have to come out more. Or, I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this works here. Let's begin doing some shaping here. So we want to try to give it as much much armor as possible while still giving it. This is gonna be interesting here. Shaping. I have to go out one off the bat here. So we want to use we have to worry about our shaping too because we want to use the correct blocks, right? This is only 1812, whereas this is, oh wow, wait a minute. Really? Since when? This is more hit points than this now. That used to be the other way around. So 50. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they made that change in like late 9.4, 9.5. So that
My favorite block. Alright.
shape blocks now have the appropriate hit points for their shape.
Well, cool. Alright. Yeah, so that changes things. Background.
Well, X, I gotta go anyway, so you won't have to worry about that.
Alright, cool, man. Catch you later.
Alright, bye.
Alright, so let's so we're gonna need a lot of armor, right? So obviously this can all just be armor. You know, we'll fill it in. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm just kind of worried about the shape. How we're gonna do this. Now, we don't want to block the path of fire, right? So this thing's got to turn here, but this is as far as it can go, is right here. After this, you know, anything here, it's not going to be able to affect. Same with these, to be honest. So if someone's right here, those up there aren't doing anything to it. Yeah, I mean, there's not. This is kind of the problem with this design. So we might need to. Yeah, we have to reevaluate this. These side ones might not make sense here. Take these out. And we might need to just open this up side here. That. Alright, so now these suddenly have the ability to fire over here and everything, right? So all the way back here now, these are affected. No symmetry, Jet Set. No symmetry, sir. This is an asymmetrical build. And this is broadside. This is actually the front of the vessel. So I have a starboard broadside fire, and then I have that. This is totally off the reservation today. So stay tuned, sir. Still listen for now, so we can. So this is kind of the rub, right? Is this shit's weird? It's just weird. Yeah, well, we're using personnel turrets anyway. That's happening, but I'm still kind of in the how is this thing gonna be shaped phase. So, you know, I do want it to look good at the same time, but we definitely need to figure out the maximum efficiency here. So with these side, they're not really performing much. They'll do something, but I don't know if it's worth it. Let's take these off for now because I don't really see a big benefit to those sideways like that. Now, the reason why we're not working on the Kydex right now, and the reason why we're not finishing the Spaith right now, is that I want to give you guys an example as to what I was talking about with this challenge, and also I want to finish this thing so Shattered Realm XPC can use this in their mining operations, so I can get some field testing on this thing. So you guys are going to have the benefit of seeing the concept built, and then you're going to be able to see it in action on the Shattered Realm stream. So that's my hope here. So we might need to do 2 layers and then do a bottom layer. Yeah, let's try that. We can go up one. Let's go up one. Yeah. That. No, but I love retractable. I love retractable for one specific reason, other than the fact that it looks cool. I like it because when you retract it, it's no longer a target. It negates it from the target list of the AI for some reason. So yeah, I mean, as long as it does that, then I'm always gonna choose retractable. save me room. How so? I mean, as far as the blocks. No, and then because because those would be individual blocks instead of that turret. Yeah, I hear you. Hmm. I mean, it's true. It would be more armor. Alright, sir, I think you sold me. I mean, practically, there's no reason why I would need to not use the turrets in that situation, you know? Oh crap, wrong one. Yeah, well. I could, but then, Alright, there we go. Okay, so let's look at this. 1562 versus 8. Okay. It's such a weird build, right? It's like I really wish that, like, you know how the sentry turrets stick out? Like, I wish all turrets had that ability to like do the vertical kind of um I wish they were all like this. Like, that would be so cool. I mean, obviously on a bigger scale, it'd be a 3x3, but the same kind of thing. Yes, that's fine. It still gives you the ability to see it at the bottom. What? Oh, that's crazy, man. You guys left me? You bastards. Did you leave me anything? Tell Siggy's got to get in here and explain himself. Hey, SNFL, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the stream. You bastards. Bastards. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. See, Sig knows what's up. Shout out to Sig, man. Holding it down. Yeah, I'm really just trying to understand what this thing's shaped, because it's definitely not your normal build here. You know, I should really do that, like, what's that music thing? That media request thing? I need to set that up so you guys could play music. Like, it doesn't bother me, but I'm sure this would be better with some music, right? Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I can't do anything with this. I can't close it off because it makes this thing less effective than that. Really have to just, oh, but it's so weird. Ah, that's true. Considered illegal. Why do you say that? Would it be illegal? My ooh, my invisible French press. There it is. Hello. Oh, I gotta put it in front of me. Okay. It's to my face. There you go. French press in the house. Uh. Oh, nice there, Santa Field. Cool. Very cool. I'm glad I could help you out. Blocks above the turret. Blocks above the turret. Oh, we could kind of taper these back, couldn't we? Let's try that. I mean, these have 400 range, right? There's nothing saying we don't, you know, we're not worried about these things not reaching 100 meters, so. Oh no. Yeah, I never used symmetry that much before. I mean, I use it a lot now, but I never used to really use it. Oh wow, I even have blocks behind here. I could. Wait, so I can go all up here if I want. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Looks so weird, right? Like it's just the lighting of that. Oh, I like this. It's like some weird robot freaking, yeah, I don't know, it looks weird. Let's shave this off here. It's beginning to look like a Hummer on this side. It's like, it looks like one of my K-bars like on this side. Oh yeah, those thin blocks are horrible for symmetry, I agree. Don't even bother. Let's avoiding all of the unnecessary blocks here to hold this thing. Alright, so let's do that's 9. We still have 3 more. Having at least one on each side of the other side is a good idea, though. Yeah, I'll probably do some on the side. Just, you know, still trying to figure out how I want this to look. Because right now it's just a box. It's really a weird side here. I mean, we got a lot of space here too. That's the other thing. Not liking all this space. Starting over. Alright, so that's about the room that we actually need. It's too wide. I want a small as possible footprint here. Like, we don't want this thing too big. Trying to keep it as small as possible. I don't like the way that looked at all. It looks super weird. I want it to look a bit better here. So, you know, and then there's just too much space that wasn't used there. So let's got one. Hold on. So one. Can't do that because that. Okay. So let's this thing needs to go out one more on both sides. There we go. Now we got 4 instead of 3, which is fine. That's better. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I hear you. Don't be afraid to just delete that shit and start over. It's absolutely perfectly fine. I do it all the time. All right, so we need to go down here 3. Pew 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 pew. Let's give it one more block here. Alright, so that's 12. That's the max vanilla capacity turrets that you could have, which is fine. Now that leaves us susceptible on the sides, which is where we're gonna use the sentry turret. Yeah, we're just gonna use the sentry turret. So with here, I mean, you've got up to, you know, I can't really. I got space back here. Let's bring this back a little bit. We can get a true idea here. Okay, that's comfortable right there. You still got some room. All right. I just want to know what we have to work with here. So put these here. Hey BDC, what's going on, man? All right. Oh crap. All right, so plenty of room there. Plenty of room to bring in your vessel. A lot of trial and error, guys. A lot of trial and error. That's how building it. Never get it right on the first pass. Well, you do sometimes, but most of the time, absolutely not. We're gonna take this down to 3 instead of 2. Oh yeah, we'll get some piping. Don't worry, piping will happen. Piping's just a product of the building, really. Okay, so let's shave this down now. We don't need all these blocks. Now we've got something to kind of shape and work with here. See what we can. All right, so let's compare again here. What's the is this, which is 1562, and there's this, which is 18. The wall block 1250 versus 2000. 1250 versus 18. So I'm sacrificing a little bit of armor for a little bit of looks here. I'm trying to see what I can come up with. Halfway decent in all its splendid oddness. Whoa. Yep, that is what it is, BDC. That's exactly what we were doing. Hey Nevin, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. We're over here doing weird stuff. I don't know. Just some weird shit. It'd be cool. I don't know. It's intimidating. Look at that. All that just to have it rounded. We're over here doing weird shit. Shout out to weird shit. Let's see. I don't know what to do here. This is a crazy freaking build. Hmm. Uh, yeah, I agree to a point, but I think it's enough to take a POI. I think this many projectile turrets, focus fired on one target, set correctly to turrets and mounted weapons, and only bases could definitely take it out. Like, not a problem. I don't see an issue. They just got to be correctly set, right? And then you have sentry turrets that are handling the Xerax patrols. I'm excited to test it, but you know, of course, I gotta have something built to test, and I'm trying to keep it as small as possible while still not looking like a freaking box. So this is the rub. The rub. I think I'm. Yeah, I need to. This isn't gonna work. I don't like this. I think I just need to go slant on one side. This weird tiered thing just looks so weird to me. This needs to taper out more, I think. Not more, but differently. Like, that's fine. I can shape and work with that. Thing is, how do we... Okay, let's do this. Let's do this instead. Let's just do actual turret mounts. That's gonna be the next thing. Testing. We're gonna set up a POI, and we're gonna field test it and see if it could take the POI. Have to constantly on the POI. I know it's doable. We'll see how it works. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll just regenerate it every time. And yeah, go from there. Yeah, exactly, Hilarion. Hey, Hilarion, what's up, man? What's up, stranger? How you been? You heard Hilarion in a couple days, man. You good? Glad to have you back. You were attracted by the lack of chain reaction here. Oh, okay, okay. I guess I didn't see it, sorry. Yeah, no, I hear you, and that's why I'm not doing them all here. So I got 4, I've got 10, so that gives me 2 more in the back. Plus, I'll have some sentry turrets and everything. So, and then I am gonna do some orbital turrets as well, just to, you know, give some protection in space as well. So. That looks a little cooler. Oh, I could do like a J Randall thing. Let's see here. Hold on. Just can't do that. I can do that, but then that's the only transition. Not as much, no, but I mean, we'll still compensate for that. We'll figure it out. It's not as much a big deal. Guess that's not a transition I can do, so. Yeah, what Jet Set said. Yeah, see, I don't even want to block it there because I need that thing to have all the fire arc it can possibly have. So not how I would normally make something, right? It's just, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean that looks better. Like it looks like it's something that I could work with now, but it's still a bit weird. We'll see. Let's do some transitioning here. So okay, so now that I'm kind of okay with this. We're still, it's debatable, but you know, we might move those back. I don't know. It is what it is for now. But now I'm thinking, where's the rest of this stuff gonna go as far as the vessel itself? And how are we gonna align this here? So we want to keep a small footprint. We don't want to go much higher because we don't want to give the POI anything else to target. We want the target to be here, and that's. Oh. We can do. I could do like a bridge thing here, and we can block it here with a lot of armor. That's fine. But what is this thing gonna have? It needs to have a warp drive. I'm not gonna do another prospector thing where I don't put a warp drive in a CV, so we're doing that. We're going to have you know, obviously it's got to have everything else, generators, thrusters, all this stuff has got to be put in here. So this thing looks small, but it still needs a lot of stuff. So all of that comes into play. And then container storage. This has got to have a good amount of extensions in it to, you know, I want to have a lot of cargo capacity in this thing as well. So yeah, all that stuff. So we do have some room here, but we need to, I want this thing to be well armored on all sides, really, because, you know, we're gonna go out two doors on this here. Let's do that. Let's go, you know what, let's go 3 doors. Three doors in. That gives it some protection where it's less armored. All right, so when you pull in, the obvious thing would be, you know, to have the business in here, right? Just have it all in here. So extensions, all that stuff can kind of go in here. That's fine. The warp drive is probably the first thing we need to figure out here. Not terribly big. We could now, mind you, we are gonna, you know, we're gonna have to go a little bit bigger all the way around, not too much, but I want to keep this away, rad wise. This is 1 and 2 blocks. Keep away the rads. Like this. 2 blocks, right? Yeah. Yes, this is where the so extension block. Okay. That's two. Cool. All right, Santa. Catch you later. Take care. Take care. All right, so. Alright, that's that. That's giving us some more room to do stuff with like cargo and thrusters and all that stuff. So that's positive. So boxy now either. Almost looks like I'm making a ship or something. Not a lunchbox. Clean up some of this here. Yeah, sorry, I'm in deep concentration mode here, so I know I'm not being too bold. I apologize. It is what it is sometimes. Don't delete the medic. Don't delete the medic. Hey, Bone Dog, what's going on, man? Hey, Lost In, how are you? In mirror? What do you mean? No, so it's an asymmetrical build, so it's gonna be a starboard broadside attack and a port entryway here. Yeah. So pretty much max turret on this side to hit the POI. And then I'll probably have a couple over here just for protection, but nothing too major here. So this gives me enough room for the engine bits, constructor bits and stuff. I don't know, it's just gonna be tight. I guess I'll have the constructors and stuff down here, and then I'll do like the bridge here. Yeah, I know, there's different. It's completely asymmetrical. I mean, left to right, top to bottom. I mean, not. Only thing symmetrical is this a little bit. Everything else is kind of freehand in this thing. Yeah, we'll see the balance. It's fine. We'll work that out after the fact. I'm not too worried about that in the beginning stage here. Right now, I'm just trying to make sense of this whole thing. Like I still haven't fully embraced this here. It's kind of weird to me still. So still. Figuring this out. Alright. You guys are like, what the hell? Like, again? God, how many times are you gonna delete this thing? Many times as I need to. Exactly how many times? If you're not happy with it, change. More guns on bottom, is it better? I'm gonna do sentry guns too. Having higher turrets means there's more or less on a level with them, and if you're in the air, then it depends on elevation. Yeah, I understand what you guys are saying. Yeah, I think this is around the same height as most POIs, right? Top ones would take care of the upper stuff, bottom, so forth. There's some that are low, some that are high, so I'm just trying to compensate for the average, I guess. This back might be a little big. Not liking how big the back is, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it might be a bit much. I don't think we need all that. We'll see. I mean, we do have thrusters we gotta worry about, so. I just keep chopping this thing up. Yeah, it was too much for me. I'm thinking I want to go vertical. Yeah, I'm thinking vertical because I still have. I could take this to 3, right? So 3, 6, 9, 12. I can have all 12 of them in these kind of cool pod things here. So let's do that. I got a direction here that I want to go. So yeah, so we're gonna tear this off even more. This is what's going on. Now this is still kind of weird, right? Because weird that that's not. Let's see how that works here. So I'm gonna go like this. Right. Alright, that's a bit more what I want. So this up here can be a lot of the business here. A lot of room here for extensions and what's not. You could tuck the you know, the generator stuff on the sides here still. Not to be that big, even in the front here, it's fine, like underneath. I had to catch my I had to catch my voice, but yeah, thanks, man. Excited for next Saturday's stream where we see the rest of the. There's still a lot of really cool builds we have to look at. Definitely excited for that. That makes more sense. Now I could even take these down one and inset them in. Give a little more cut back. Add a little bit more damage. I don't know. I gotta sit with this. I need to, yeah. Still not sold on the way this looks. Circular thing. They almost look kind of weird. I don't know, guys. We will continue to work on this. Let's save this here. So this is blockade CV whip. Right, saved up. Yes, Eldon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, more or less. This is what I'm looking. What I'm looking for as far as the general concept, something that you can land. That's going to, you know, this is starboard broadside, because the front of the ship's actually here. You can see the arrow there. So on the starboard there, you've got all your attack, and then on this side, you've got the ability to take a tank out and fight while this thing's handling business. And you know, we're gonna get cargo in here. We're gonna get all the necessary stuff you need to, you know, to do production and everything. Yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. We'll see. We'll see what we can get in here. We'll try to get as much as we can, but I want to keep as small a footprint as possible for it to be effective while still having all the amenities that are required in general. So I want to have a lot of cargo too. I really want to have like a good amount of cargo in this. This thing needs to be armored pretty well, because we are also going to be bringing this into Shattered Realm once I get it done. So, yeah, it's a lot. Be good. See how it goes. And then of course, you know, we still are working on the kydex. Be a thing, but I wanted to give you guys a general idea of what I was looking for the April challenge. So we'll continue to work on that, and then again, we have been I've been on my own working on the Spathe and getting this thing ready for the workshop. So still texturing, still shaping up, but it's coming along rather nicely. Changing a lot of shaping, a lot more function in this build, a lot more thrust. Added thrust here. Added the ability to get in. I mean, just lots of cool stuff. Really excited about the Spathe. Really happy that I ended up reapproaching it because I really like it. I mean, I like the look of it. I always have, and you know, it just looks 1,000 times better with the reshaping, and especially the back. The ability to get a matic in there is just insane for a level 10. It's like, you know, and then you can grow food in here. I mean, it's got a good amount of cargo, so I've really managed to cram everything needed in a CV, really. The only thing it doesn't have is like orbital turrets, right? So it's kind of the only thing it doesn't really have is a lot of space orbital protection, but I mean, other than that, it's got really everything you need. This would be the end game upgrade to that. So yeah, we're doing some good stuff. I'm pretty happy with what we got going here. I think that is going to be it for tonight, guys, on XCaliber's Anvil. Tune in tomorrow. We will be doing a I think I'll be doing my stream. We'll probably do Satisfactory session 2. Now, if you guys you didn't catch me earlier, I did a stream for Satisfactory on YouTube and Mixer. If you're not part of Mixer, check it out. I'd really appreciate, you know, as many people as possible can get on Mixer and give me a follow. I am trying to get something going over there. I think it's cool. I just think it's a you know, like with Twitch, you know, you guys are able to bits and stuff, but that costs money and not everybody has that. So with Mixer, you can do the same thing. You can support me with emeralds, or you can support the channel with sparks. Now you earn sparks for free just watching stuff on Mixer, and you accumulate those, and you can put those into the channel, and once we get to a certain point, it breaks a crystal, and yeah, so I mean, it's just another way to support the channel. It's cool. So check that out. But yeah, until then, I will catch you guys on the next stream, which would be I guess it'd be Wednesday. Wednesday would be the next official XCaliber's Anvil episode. Tuesday we're doing the Let's Play, and then we're doing Shattered Realm at night. So yep. Thank you, Lost Dune. Thank you, Nine Conan. Thank you, Eldon, Dragon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Take care.